Joel Klein presents BizTank. In the last episode, Dr. Perlstein and the SitFit team pitched the first ever sit-in chair to fight sedentary disease.
How many units have you sold so far?
None.
They've been 7 years in the making and have their first version out.
This is version 1.
But is it ready for the market?
Your product doesn't seem to be commercially ready.
The Moguls get out of their chairs to understand this one.
Crazy question. There's something that I've heard of, I've never actually done it, but there's something called dinner theater, which people say it's basically lousy dinner, lousy theater, but it's two products put together. I can't necessarily see sitting in a chair like that, or I definitely can't see either of my kids in school sitting there doing back stretches.
This is
while
not the chair for the school. I told you this is version 1. We're not going to put this in school like this, but if you picture making the design, I have 3 designers ready to help me make this happen. We're going to make the school desk chair that is going to be suitable.
Well, that's kind of the problem, right? The product doesn't seem to be commercially ready. You haven't really tested the market. Do you have any intellectual property for this device?
We're patent pending for 3 years.
For what? It's a utility patent?
Yes.
And what does that patent cover? Because patents can be relatively wide. So what's to stop someone else from creating a similar type of sedentary chair?
Nothing can stop anybody from creating anything. You can sue. We've got the design. Nobody has this design. First of all, the hinges, the mechanism, the utility of these slotted bungees. Nobody's ever used them for an exercise device.
Is it the hinges that are patented? Is that what the patent
It's the
comes down
entire
to?
design, including the hinges, yes.
It's the entire design, okay.
But is SitFit truly a first on the market? We're up against an audience challenge.
Just found it on Amazon.
Show me. What's the name of it?
Ab Lounger.
Ab Lounger is an old device. It is not, you're not going to take it anywhere to use. It's abs without resistance. You're just going like this. There's no low back. There's no arms and legs. You don't know what you're looking at, and none of you do.
SitFit is a market first based on its resistance and the capability to exercise a wide range of muscles. But if it's to win an investment, SitFit still needs to pass the main question: can the chair turn a profit?
What's your cost?
$250.
So how much do you think this is going to retail for eventually?
We're retailing at $9.99. We're selling at $3.99.
$399 is your retail price for the product.
$9.99 is retail, $3.99 is selling price.
Oh, okay.
Selling for $999 on individual pieces with manufacturing cost of $250 leaves a gross profit of $749 per chair, while a wholesale price of $399 leaves a gross profit of $149 per chair. While the margins are considerably lower in wholesale, bulk orders save the company money otherwise spent on customer acquisition, billing time, shipping costs, and more.
How'd you arrive at that number, the 250? Meaning
That's the cost. That's the cost working with the engineer in the factory. We have several things here. You have the tubular aluminum. There's the cost of the aluminum. There's the cost of bending it, shaping it, and making the frame. The hinges have a specific cost initially. This is without infrastructure yet in the factory. We need about $40,000 worth of aluminum-directed machinery to own the factory. We will rent the space from the owner of the factory, in which case we can bring the price down considerably. Even though something might be fixed, it's not fixed. We can adjust pretty much everything.
that's kind of the problem, right? Your product doesn't seem to be commercially ready. You have an idea, you have some functionality, but you haven't really tested the market. And it's a very, very crowded space. Home gyms have been around selling on television sets for close to 40 years. I see a number of manufacturing issues that you may encounter once you start value engineering the product. Aesthetically speaking, it looks much closer to a medical chair than it does to an attractive piece of furniture that someone would want to just have displayed on their in their home. And a number of other potential issues. I think it's a great idea, and I really commend you for tackling such a big problem. But this is way too early for me. I wish you luck. I'm out.
I respect that.
It's very cool, very interesting, but I'm more a technology guy. How much money are you looking to raise?
$500,000, 10%.
I think a product like that could be very successful on Kickstarter or like
That's the plan.
Indiegogo. And also you have the money, you don't have to give away from the company, or you can get a pre-order for like gyms or some hotels.
I'm all set. We have the company, we have the people ready to go. I've been working with Kickstarter Indiegogo for 7 years. I have the top people ready to go. They love it.
That would probably be your best bet.
No, that's the plan.
Good luck.
Welcome to the CompuGroup. Are you renovating, expanding, or moving? The CompuGroup is your one-stop shop for all of your communications, cabling, IT services, access control, and security needs. Why work with multiple vendors and attempt to coordinate their delivery schedules? With the CompuGroup, you will have a dedicated project manager who ensures the timely delivery of all products and services. You can concentrate on your growing business while we handle everything else. Learn what the CompuGroup has to offer. Visit us on the web at www.thecompugroup.com or give us a call at 718-551-9900.
So I think I need to go back to what Mr. Katz had said earlier. I think the product is a good idea. I think, home gym, there is a huge market for the home gym, but I don't think the product is developed enough. And I think from the style of the product you take a look at some of the big home gym companies right now, like Peloton, who came out in the last 4 years and have exploded on the market. It has a cool factor to it, and it has this, and I understand that your target demographic is probably a little bit different than a Peloton user. This is someone who maybe can't move around as much as someone who's running on a or cycling on a SoulCycle type of bike. But I think if you worked on the design a little bit and maybe work that design into what your demographic is, because like we had said before, it's kind of in between. I'm not really sure where the product falls into the space. Is it?
I know exactly where.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't, and for that reason, I think
you can't
I'm
do
out.
with a total gym. Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, I just don't see someone buying this and bringing it to their home in its current iteration. I want to hear more about conversations you've had with rehab centers and outpatient care. Like, that's where I could see this fitting and replacing some of the larger, bulkier, more expensive equipment they might have. I think that's kind of the market you should focus on. It's not a market I know well, so it's not something I'd be interested in.
The Moguls are out, but you're still in. BizTank is the only investment pitching platform which allows you, as the audience, to get involved in the newest and hottest items being launched. Do you love SitFit? Do you want to see your kids, your parents, yourself stretching those muscles, all while sitting on your comfy chair? Contact us to join the movement. And a sneak peek into the upcoming episode. We all love gifts.
It's not for you. Communication is becoming more and more digital.
I work with a few different people who They're a little abrasive sometimes.
Create something that's very personal between who you are and who they are.
You don't know the right way to say, is this?
Communicate automatically. Coming up in the next episode, BizTank. Catch us live